Allpress. I am in charge of the gardens at Flat Rock Playhouse, but I absolutely love it. This is where we basically started with the whole plan of the property. When I first came to talk to them about working in the gardens, our project was to provide flowers around the Lowndes house. That was all they wanted me to do. Put some colour around the Lowndes house. And as I walked down the steps, Bruce said to me, "Tamsin, what can you do with that oak tree?" And I said, "We can create a beautiful bed." And he said, "Really?" So I said, "Yeah." So that was actually our first step. And then he asked me, "How many rocks will you need to bring in? What's the budget for the rocks?" And I'd already walked around and seen how many rocks were lying around. And I said, "None. We can use what we've got." This bed, I would love to say that the wishing well was our imagination, our creation. It wasn't. The wishing well was here when we started, but you couldn't see it. It was so overgrown. We got all the rocks from DuPont. We covered up the, DuPont forest. And we covered up the railway ties with the rocks, because that's the one repetition feature that you need in garden design. You need something to be repeated to hold the whole garden together. And because this is grown on a rock, there is no, and in sun and in shade, there is no one plant that I can use to repeat. So we decided the only thing that I can repeat here is rocks. We do have an American chestnut. It's the first chestnut to be planted in this area outside National Forest. And they planted 3 other chestnuts in areas around here. They died. Ours is beautiful. It is challenging to create a design that's going to look good when you don't know what plants are coming. I look at what the garden needs in the way of a spiky leaf next door to a round leaf. There's a spiky next door to a round, next door to a grey leaf. So the whole concept, when it's mellowed together, says, "Oh, this is nice." And it means to say that you don't need to have flowers all the time. And in front of the Lowndes house, I actually call that the Harlequin bed, because all the plants that I'm growing there is not for the flowers, it's for the different sizes of the leaves, the different colours, the different style. So that's the Harlequin bed. And this is the first year. This is also very exciting, because coming from Africa, you can't go out and buy mulch. They don't sell mulch in bags. They don't sell mulch by the yard. So you make your own mulch. So when I came here, I said, this is ridiculous. We shouldn't be going out to buy mulch. We're going to make our own mulch. So those people there are spreading our first homegrown, homemade mulch. And also, because this is a garden now, you don't want the leaves on the paths. You've got to move them. You've got to spread them and put them in the right place, and then look after them. But yes, rather than just throwing them, pushing them aside and ignoring them, we are doing something.